How do swimmers manage to create great alignment in breaststroke all while swimming at really high stroke rates? Hi everyone, Andrew here, helping you help your swimmers get faster. In this video, we're going to continue to discuss breaststroke skills. In particular, we're going to expand upon the previous video, horizontal alignment, and now we're going to talk about the key skill of reestablishing horizontal alignment and how to actually do that while swimming with really high stroke rates. One of the mistakes you commonly see in breaststroke is when they try to pick up the stroke rate, they never get back to a fully aligned position. They stay somewhat elevated with their skills and they just kind of progress through the race like that, and that's going to slow them down and it's going to make them really tired. When swimmers try to swim fast, the instinct is to pick up the rate rather than maintaining their skills, and this is certainly the case in breaststroke. However, if things are done right, swimmers are able to reestablish great alignment after each stroke cycle, and they can do so without dropping the stroke rate. So in this video, we're going to go over the key skills to make that happen. When swimmers breathe, they have to recover the head and they have to recover the arms forward. So they can do that passively, or they can do so in a way that actually promotes their alignment. So what I want you to pay attention to here is you can see how when swimmers breathe, they breathe forward and they breathe aggressively forward and they recover the arms aggressively forward. And what that's going to do, it's just like a teeter-totter. When one end goes aggressively forward and down, the other end's going to come up. And so if you watch the swimmer here in the yellow cap, you can see him be aggressive coming forward and watch hips pop right up there. And that's going to get him back into alignment. And so when swimmers recover, if they can do so with an aggressive lunge, an aggressive attack with the head, the shoulders, and the arms, they can use that to help influence their body position so that once they get fully extended in the front of the stroke, they're already ready, in position, in alignment, and they can move right into the next stroke. If swimmers do it passively, they're not going to have the alignment that they want, or they're going to have to wait in order to get the alignment that they want. And in both cases, that's going to slow them down significantly. So we can see the same thing here. You can see the swimmers are being aggressive with breathing. They're breathing forward. They're not breathing up. And they're recovering the arms aggressively, which is going to get everything in front of their body and help them get the hips up in line once they get full extension in the stroke. You can see it here. Watch how the swimmers are aggressively getting forward. You can see their hips pop up. You can see the wave pop up with each stroke. So what they're doing is they're using the weight of the head, the chest, and the arms to create a lever to pop the hips up. And the more aggressively they can recover the arms forward, that's going to facilitate their stroke rate, but it's also going to do so in a way that puts them in position to be in alignment right when they reach full extension, and they can move right into the next stroke without any hesitation. And so you can see here on both swimmers, there's a really aggressive lunge forward, and the hips are going to pop up as a result. And again, that's going to accomplish two goals, keeping the stroke rate up and getting a great alignment at the same time. So we'll watch it from under the surface here. You can see the head presses down, the chest presses down, and his hips are up at the surface when he's reached full extension of the stroke. And you'll notice too, there's no real hesitation in the front of the stroke. He doesn't have to wait for it to happen. As a result of pressing the chest and reaching forward, he gets right into a line. So there's that aggressive lunge, and the hips pop down because everything's sinking in the front of the stroke. And again, he can move right into the next cycle. So swimmers can actually use their stroke rate to help facilitate better alignment. And again, that allows them to get the best of both worlds, higher rate and better alignment. And so by aggressively recovering the arms, the chest, the head, and the shoulders, you can get a lot of weight in front of the body, and that's going to press the chest down, which is going to pop the hips up. We'll see it with another athlete here. Right there, you can see the hips pop up as she comes forward. Again, it's a subtle movement, but it makes a big difference right there in terms of how much drag is created and therefore how much speed is created. And again, there's no hesitation at all in this stroke, but right there, that little extra lunge, that little extra effort getting forward is going to pop the hips up so she doesn't have to worry about it. She doesn't have to wait for the hips up right there. It all just happens as a natural result of an effective and aggressive arm recovery and breath recovery. So we'll take a look at one more swimmer here, and you can see driving forwards and his hips pop up. And with an aggressive recovery right there forwards, throws the head down, and then the hips pop up, and it allows him to be in excellent position to initiate the next pull. And so, again, recovering everything aggressively right there, and snapping the head down, snapping the chest down, snapping the hands forward. That's going to pop the hips up and allow him to get in great alignment with very little time which enables him to get into the next stroke without compromising his streamline. And so what will happen a lot of times, swimmers will be a little bit lazy on that recovery, and they'll never get the hips back up, and they kind of start sliding through the surface, and again, creating a lot of drag, losing speed, and it's going to cost them a whole lot more energy in order to keep moving forward. So by being really aggressive with the arm recoveries, and not just the arms, but the head and the shoulders, it's going to get everything back in line, which is going to make everything flow more smoothly, and it's less that swimmers have to think about. They don't have to worry about getting back into alignment because just by recovering the arms, it all takes care of itself. So it's a simple skill, but it's one that can really have a powerful impact on how fast swimmers go, especially in the sprint events, because they don't have time to wait around to get back into alignment. They have to execute their skills in a way that ensures they get back into alignment with every stroke cycle, and they do so in a way that doesn't slow their stroke cycle down. Hope that was helpful, and as always, keep it simple.